Hello everybody, welcome back once again, playing Lord of the Rings, The Third Age. Let's get back started here. Obviously I already did a bunch of this stuff here in the last video, but, well, it looks scary. We don't want to drop in there. But yeah, anyways, let's go around this spot here. And we need to go up this route.
Their war drums must be silenced!
We must attack them at range.
And quickly! The longer we wait, the more goblins that shall be called!
Alright, this next battle is actually pretty cool. It's a really good, skill farming opportunity. Let's see, can we... I guess this is just going to lead to the same spot. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it matters which route we take here. This isn't even the battle yet. Okay, interesting. Alright, let's see the arrows asleep here. Let's see if Idriel can land a stunning strike. Nope. Nope, she can't. Let's try again. Nope. It's still not even with Company Valor on. Nope. Okay. Well, that's not great. Go back into crafting items here while these guys play around. Now we can land that stun strike now that they're sleeping. It's such a great trick. And now that it's stunned, we can also use Crippling Smash. So Hadhod can get his licks in. We'll put him back to sleep. I'm gonna do the same thing here, except on the archer. Nice crit. I really love that trick, you know, that a sleeping target can't be missed, a stun target can't be missed. Really makes for some interesting, well, I guess maybe just reduces the need for dexterity. Let's put you back to sleep. Oh, wow. Okay, Elgost even missed. That's not good. Somebody's gonna actually need more dexterity. After I said that, you know, the need for dexterity is reduced. Making me eat my words. That's what I get. I deserve that. There we go. Yeah, missing again. Alright. Sleep. Whoops, didn't mean to skip. Alright. It's probably gonna kill him. Okay, let's see here. All right, so she's 25. You know, I might let's do the spirit here. I think I might actually just do some random encounters so that everybody hits 26. I'm a little nervous about how this is gonna work with leveling. Yeah, okay. So here, yeah, you can see everybody's at level 25, which means we're 1 point away from learning our next set of passives. And I'm really worried about over leveling because of the next battle. The next battle is actually huge, and there's a ton of enemies in it, and I don't want to level too much. So I think what I'm going to do here is let's go do some random encounters and level up that way, and then that way I can swap the passives that I'm actually learning. Shield piercing, Grace of Athelas. Elven Rage, Valorious Haste. Yeah, it looks like we're still good though in terms of learning abilities. So let's go back down here. Let me just see where, like, if there's, oops, and of course I ran back up. Didn't mean to do that. Let's see if there's even random encounters down here. I don't. Here's one. All right, so yeah, let's just run around here a little bit. Flames of Odin. All right. Let's do Valor. I need to check what he's learning for, man, that's so powerful against that guy. I need to check what he's learning in terms of crafting items. I feel like we gotta be getting close to the end. But boy, it's a long haul. Is the last two items that you'll learn with the item crafting are take an extremely long time though too. One of them is mushrooms, and then the other one I can't remember off the top of my head, but they're pretty intense, like 200 uses or something like that. Let's stun this guy. Hadhod in and cripple. Go right back into sleep. Yeah, I got a little ways to go here. I think actually what I might do, because there isn't really going to be anything, you know, fancy, is I'll do the next couple of random encounters off screen and actually level, and then I'll restart my footage, just because again this is going to take a little bit. It looks like, just based off of how much experience that I was getting there from that last battle. All right, so I just finished up my last character. Basically, everybody leveled once. I gave everyone spirit. Actually, no, no. I actually did give Elagast more points of dexterity. It was just 2, so. Anyways, let's take a look here. So I actually already changed Barathor's passive over to learning Citadel Evasion. What about that? The Popo driving by. Anyways, So finished increased armor, and actually I'm going to be learning Citadel Evasion next. The other one is really good though. Immune to Fear is really really good, but I don't think we really need that yet. We're not going to be running into anything that does fear for a while, so I'm going to hold off on that. So again, going to be learning Citadel Evasion. Let's take a look here. Working on Thingolstone. I think I actually learned Mire Embers off screen. But working on Thingolstone next. And then it's going to be Shelob Slime, then Haunted Dust, and then it's going to get into the big stuff. I guess this is 150 uses for Cymbalmine Petals, and then 180 for mushrooms, which is nuts. It's going to take so long. Not looking forward to that, but... Anyways, moving on to Hadhod here. 2 uses away from Durin Wrath. Getting pretty pumped for that. Working on Might of Balin. So, you've got Lordly Might here. Improves melee damage. I just am not really focusing on his melee, right? So I didn't want to learn that. And then Battle Hardened Armor. Also kind of similar. He just has so much armor already that I didn't really feel like we needed to learn that yet. And then so that the next tier is Might of Balin or Dwarven Challenge. And I don't really care about Dwarven Challenge because I don't ever really taunt with him. And so the only thing really left is Might of Balin, right? So or Balin, sorry. So we'll be learning that next. And then who is up next? Elagast. This one's huge. So obviously you learned Frenzy already, which is crazy that he gets that so early. And then the question was either to do Blessing of Haste, which says allows Elagast to take actions more often during combat, and this is amazing as well. But I decided to go with Sleep Volley, so it says makes arrows of sleep attack affect all enemies. This is just amazing, right? This is one of, if not his most used ability, one of the top, 3. And then the next set of passives that I'll learn is actually, or the next passive I guess I'll be going for is Lingering Sleep. It says makes attack arrows of sleep last for the duration of the fight. So again, the combination of these 2 abilities is just insane, right? So it not only makes sleep arrow hit everything, then everything sleeps for the duration of the fight. That that is I guess that's not immune to it anyway. So Elagast just has absolutely amazing abilities. To be completely honest, there's very few of these that are not amazing. Yeah, I guess I think the only thing that I really wouldn't care for that much is Ranger War Rally, now that I'm looking at this, right? Maybe Spirit of the North, although even Spirit of the North is kind of nice. But yeah, just everything is amazing. Anyways, let's move on and talk about Idril. Still working on Elven Rage, working on Valorous Haste, and then going with Malorn Armor. That doesn't seem right. No, that's not right. Because I haven't switched this over yet, because she just leveled. So, in terms of options, we've got increased armor, which she already has the most armor of everybody, and then increased AP pool, which we don't need either. Not only does she already have a gigantic pool, but she's got Drain Inspiration, right? So she can just take AP whenever she wants anyway. She's got Haste of the Valor next, though, so it says increases the effectiveness of Idril's ability to haste members of the party, or we can do Endure Shadow, which says increase Idril's resistance to Shadow Spirit effects. I'm going to go with the Haste of the Valor. This is just really, really good. Making haste just more effective is going to be great. Then she's got Frenzy for the next tier. I'll probably end up learning that. But then she also does have Grace of the Elder, so it says gives Idril the ability to automatically regenerate AP, which is just kind of crazy on a character that already has amazing AP pools and Drain Inspiration. Honestly, it's kind of not that great. It's cool to just automatically gain it, but on a character that already has a way to restore her AP anyway, you know, without using items, I guess, you know, it kind of seems a little pointless. But to be fair, though, it also means that she doesn't have to waste a turn to do that. So, you know, yeah, it'll just be good. Anyways, I'm gonna head back here and save though really quickly, just because I want to restore everybody's health and AP before this next battle. We do have a fairly big battle, which again is why I kind of did all this preparation anyway. There's going to be a lot of enemies to fight. You can... Oops, I didn't mean to do travel. Anyways, one of the things that you can do is actually... oh, we're getting into a battle here. Oh, I should say, I did run into a troll, though, too, in doing a bunch of these random encounters. And right now there's a quest that involves, what is it, like 7 or 9 trolls, something like that. And I just wanted to point out, obviously, I had already, or I had took one down basically off screen. I think that's probably going to happen anyway, in the future as well. But I wanted to at least point out that that does happen. And I will say also, the trolls are really, really good for building up your skills. They have so much health. So you can just, you know, pound on them turn after turn, and learn a lot of your abilities. So definitely something to keep in mind. What else was I saying? I feel like I was talking about that next fight. Yeah, I think that fight you can do it pretty quickly, especially if you use the perfect mode, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm kind of going to draw it out a bit, right, and learn, I guess kind of just use it as an opportunity to learn even more of these skills. Is this going to one-shot? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Idril is doing serious damage these days. I'm actually just going to skip his turn. Kind of at that point where Elagast can kind of get away with that. Let's do a... No, this is probably going to finish him off, isn't it? Yep. Which also means I don't know that I gave Hadhad a turn there. Oh yeah, I must have. Yeah, because he got the same amount of experience as everybody else. Okay, let's keep going here. Just head back up this route and get this... the big battle started. Oops, the wrong way. Guess we could come around the back. Oh, okay. Well, we're still not there yet. Apparently we needed to do another troll battle. Let's start out with haste. Oh, she learned Valorous haste. That's nice. I'm gonna use crippling shot here. Oh, or not. Yes. That's not great. that mighty counter. Ooh, baby. All right. Haste Fellowship. Let's do Complete Valor. Kind of surprised Elagast missed. That's yeah, that's a little weird. Definitely haven't felt like I've been neglecting his dexterity, that's for sure, but... oh well, sometimes it just happens. Let's get into crafting more. Just gonna keep crippling that guy. Swap Hadhad in here and do some crippling as well. Oop, or miss. Let's do a Valor, just to help out Hadhad. Hopefully that'll make him more accurate. Gonna do another Fellowship Grace though too. As long as you can keep crippling with one of the characters, the troll will never be able to attack. There we go. Now we're really far ahead. Let's do more embers. Actually, let's do a paralyzing shot. There's Duran Wrath, finally. So that is Hadhad's stun. I think it's 2 hits as well. So let's see here. Oh, 100 AP though. Jeez. And he's immune to stun. That's all right though. Just wanted to see that. Yeah, you know, 2-strike attack. It stuns. I think if either hit lands, you get the stun effect. So yeah, pretty pumped for that. That's going to be a really good skill. It looks like Durin Wrath is pretty slow though, right? So the his turn comes up a little bit slower. Chipping him down little by little. Fingalstone. And there's the kill shot. Troll Pit Mud, alright. There's a defeated troll 4 of 9. Let's take a look at Hadhod's axe abilities. Alright, so learning Mountain Rage next. Melee attack that allows Hadhod to strike twice. It's pretty meh. Spirit Cleave, melee attack that lowers the defensive spirit power of an enemy in combat. That is pretty good. Smite always crits. Rampage of Durin is 4 hits. Damaging spirit attack that hurts all. And Mountain Hewer is amazing as well, especially if you're building spirit power. Alright, so here the question is, do I want to do, actually kind of want to do Berserk. So it says a damaging attack that lowers Hadhod's defense but increases speed for a short time. I'm going to do that. I've always liked that, like, little bit of a speed component to that. Kind of curious how effective that is, though. I don't know that I've ever really, you know, tested that out, but something to think about. Also, Idriel is learning, let's see, Aura of the Valor. I don't really care that much about Aura of the Valor. I mean, this ability is amazing. Not gonna lie, that's one of her, you know, probably top 3 abilities. But I just don't find that much use for it. It's better if you kind of are new at the game. But anyways, let's see. Cleansing Waters removes all negative effects from the entire group. Gift of Grey Haven, great health to all members, or Water Stallion. I think I'm going to learn Cleansing Waters, honestly. You know, Water Stallion is amazing, right? Someone's a great water spirit who will strike and damage many foes, so like it'll hit all enemies, but you just don't really need it that much, especially not yet. But yeah, let's do Cleansing Waters. I think that that'll be nice. Citadel Rage, still working on Warcry. Berserk, Devastating Shield, Pinning Shot. Yeah, he's really getting close to having everything learned here. Cursed Arrow. Let's see, Northern Storm summons a lightning storm that strikes all foes for heavy damage over time. Or Fangorn Roots, a ranged attack that also completely immobilizes a foe. Yeah, let's do this one. Lowest magic damage caused. Yeah, let's do Fangorn Roots. We'll get working on that. Obviously, he's not going to be learning that for a long time, but that's alright. Alright, is this the drummer yet? Is this the big battle? Yep, it is. Okay, let's see here. So the guy in the drummer is actually out of range when the battle first starts. I think this guy here, the guy in the middle, is the one that can stun. So let's put him to sleep right away. And let's do Stand Fast just in case he wakes up and wants to try to stun somebody. Let's do... Right, that actually landed. Let's do Company Valor. Oh, there's Stun Strike. Oh, is there 2 veterans? Yeah, there's probably 2 of them. Yeah, sure looks like it anyway. Might. Man, crushed that guy. That dude didn't stand a chance. Alright, Stand Fast, Company Valor, Company Might. Let's do Fellowship Grace. I'm gonna have to swap, actually, let's do that now. We'll swap Idriel in here. Stun one of these guys. Fingal Stone. And... oops. Sleep. Swap that to Hadhod. Cripple this guy that was stunned. Yeah, it feels like his damage just jumped up big time. Wonder what was that passive that he just... Did he just learn a passive that he does a bunch of extra melee damage or something? I'm gonna have to check on that. Because yeah, it's actually feels significant. He was doing like 300-ish. Now he's hitting for like 800. Oh. It's because he's critting every time. Yeah. That was the last passive that he learned. I think he learned Overwhelming Axes. That's the one that he crits in or every time when you're in, or when perfect mode gauge is filled all the way up. Yeah, that must be what's happening. Yeah, oops. Let's do... sleep. Down you go. Just gonna keep crafting away with Barathor here. Don't mind him. So I should move Idriel in to go for the stun. I actually don't want to do Arrows of Sleep right now, so that's a very, very slow ability, and once this last enemy is down, we'll be able to actually hit the guy up top. Although, I kind of want to drag this fight out, so maybe I just won't really do much to that guy. Definitely want to learn a bunch of abilities, or use this as an opportunity to learn some abilities. Let's haste up Barathor here. Probably should have got haste out to everybody already, but let's sleep this guy. There you go. Alright, so yeah, so at this point you'd really want to do some damage to the drummer up top, but I'm gonna hold off. Drums in the deep. Alright, let's do another Stand Fast, because Idriel is not protected from stun right now. Let's see. Let's put, because we can haste ourselves. And it's time to use Royal Grace. Put Hadhod back in here. Let's do Crippling Smash on this guy. Yeah, the crit every time is kind of a big deal. Let's put Idril back in and give Hadhod haste as well. So now everybody's hasted. Yeah, that's crazy good. Missed. Royal Grace again here. Just mostly to heal up Hadhod. Let's do Crippling. One down. I'm kind of curious how much experience that you can get out of this, because I think for every enemy that you kill, right? Like I don't think it's a specific amount of EXP for this fight. I don't think anyway. I don't know that I've ever really tested that out though. Maybe this is the time. Maybe it's time to do that. Get a real solid answer. Some elite goblins within the Great Halls man huge signal drums to warn their horde of approaching foes. It's fragile against piercing. Okay. Alright, more drums in the deep. Refresh on Fellowship Grace. Oh my god, yeah, he's two-shotting those casters now. You love to see it. And that's with a melee Hadhod. Oh, I'm sorry, a spirit-based Hadhod. Yeah, dude is really that you know, the crit damage on all strikes is huge. Why? I mean, obviously, perfect mode has to be your gauge has to be completely filled, but that's pretty much how I leave it the entire game anyway. So yeah, just Good stuff. Let's do a quick one here. Don't really need to put this guy to sleep. Ooh, there's a miss. Of course, I say don't need to put this guy to sleep, and then I miss because he's not sleeping. I just had to open my mouth. It's probably gonna kill him, huh? Yep. Let's do a mountain shield here. Being that I've got some free time anyway. Alright, there's the drums. Drums in the deep. 0 damage. Nice. Looks like it's time for a refresh on Fellowship Grace. There's a Shelob slime. It's actually kind of cheesy or overpowered that Stand Fast lasts the entire duration of a fight. Alright, I think I might just take a little cut in the video here and keep kind of doing what I'm doing, but do it off screen because I don't know how much fun watching this is going to be. So I will do that and then I will pick the video back up. So yeah, we'll stay tuned. Alrighty, picking this back up here. I've been here for quite some time. But I think I'm ready to get this done with. I actually did get a couple of shots in on this drummer already. I expect that this Loudwater Fury will probably be able to take him out, but let's just see. Yes, indeed. Alright, so we'll just see how much experience I ended up getting here. 1 level, 2 level, 3 level. Yeah, that seems like that everything that you kill gets you some experience. Yeah, that's, I mean, 157,000 experience is kind of nuts. Okay, and actually Elagast and Hadhad got a little bit more because they were getting kill shots. Although I guess technically Idril got 1 kill shot as well. But yeah, that's a pretty big chunk. Barathor Gondorian Steel Citadel Guard Fold. And Idril gained some extra experience for stopping the Goblin Drummer. Let's get leveled up here. Gonna do Spirit and Spirit. I'm gonna do Dexterity here, just to make sure that we're not missing anything. Oh yeah, equipment for Barathor. Alright, let's see what this thing is all about. Yeah, it's a pretty big upgrade. Dexterity bonus as well, that's nice. Sort of nice anyway, I don't know. Actually don't really attack much with him these days, but... Alright, and that is that. Oh, skills. So, yeah, Barathor is actually, we're already 47 uses into learning Symbolmine Petals. Whoops. Still working on Citadel Rage and Warcry. Already, you know, 3 levels, of course, there into the next passive, just because of that last battle specifically. Let's see, Idril is learning Elven Rage, still learning Cleansing. I actually didn't really learn much with her. I just didn't really use her in that last battle. It was mostly the boys learning everything. Elagost's still working on pinning shots. God darn it, keep hitting the wrong button. Fangorn Roots there, 46 out of 100. Hadhad is working. Actually, he learned Mountain Rage and Berserk in that last video, or in the last battle. I mean, counterattack is good. I just don't really care about that one that much. Let's start working on Spirit Cleave. And then still working on Devastating Shield. I haven't really been doing much with his spirit powers for quite some time, actually. But I feel like we should be able to. Why can't we hit the drum? I want to fight more. Keep bringing them. Keep them coming. All right. So that's where we came from, down there. And here is a chest with a leaf of Old Toby, leaves of Lembas, and a Haunted Dust. I see another chest over there. Oh, do we have to go back down here? Yeah, there's another ramp that leads down. Okay. Let me just see something here. Yeah, I assume we're gonna end up over there somewhere because there is a chest that I can see. But all right, let's work our way over there, I guess. Oh, it just leads to the opposite. Okay. I assume that's well, hopefully that was, I don't know though, this doesn't actually look like that spot. There's a belt buckle for Hadhad. Let me just see here. Let's see what we have up for that. Third Age Dwarf Belt Buckle of Moria Gold. All right, so it's got worse armor. It has a ton of speed. So +1 strength, +2 dex, 13 speed. That might actually be worth it for all that extra speed. I'm gonna try that out, I think. Because what do we got here? 27. Yeah, +2 speed, +5 spirit. I mean, I like the spirit, but yeah, that's a tough one. Oh, and then this one is, it's got slightly more. This is actually probably even a little bit better, to be completely honest. The one, well, I mean, one extra armor, who cares? But the dexterity is kind of nice. Make them, you know, just a little bit more accurate. But man, the speed on this thing is kind of nuts. Yeah, that's a toss-up, honestly. So this is resistant to slash, pierce, and blunt as well, so he'll take less damage, but, I mean, he's pretty beefy, so he probably doesn't really need that. This is resistance to fire, which he doesn't really need either, because he can buff himself up with fire resistance. Yeah, that's a tough one. Let's do this one. I kind of honestly think that dexterity one might be a little bit better, but anyways, I'm going to end this one here. So as always, I hope the guide was helpful, and thanks for watching.